Well, it's obviously difficult for people to cope with being blind or being deaf, but a surprisingly large number of Australians are suffering from both disabilities.
Able Australia says deaf blindness currently affects more than 250,000 of us, and that number is expected to grow. Deaf Blindness Awareness Week starts tomorrow. Joining us now is Celestine Hare, CEO of Able Australia. Thank you very much for joining us.
A pleasure.
Tell us about the incidence of deaf blindness.
The incidence of deaf blindness is significant, and it currently is really the underestimated and disability that is the quiet disability, because there's been very little awareness about how significant it is. And as we see from the Access Economics report produced some 12 months ago for us, they're estimating that 288,000 people in Australia currently have deaf blindness.
Can I just jump in there? In this day and age of medical technology, why is it on the rise?
The ageing population, we're living longer, we're eating much better than we did in the past, we're looking after our well-being, and of course, as we age, the growing population, it's a massive problem for the future.
Someone that can't see or hear, I mean, everyday activities, things that we take for granted, must pose just an incredible challenge.
Enormously difficult for them. And as you can imagine, isolation is a major factor which causes depression, all sorts of added on difficulties, people who have vision and hearing loss, which of course becomes a taxpayer issue, because those 288,000 people currently are costing taxpayers $7 billion. And Access are suggesting that by 2050 there'll be well in excess of 1 million people with deaf blindness. Frightening stats.
Indeed it is. This is your big week, of course. What have you got planned for the week? What do you hope to achieve with it?
We're doing a number of radio interviews around Australia and television appearances, which is just fantastic for the exposure. And we really need to get out and convince government of the huge difficulty there is for now and in the future. So
for anyone who's interested, how can they find out more information or perhaps find out how to help?
If they visit our website on www.ableaustralia.org.au, or simply just give us a call on 1300 225 369.
Are you attempting to target younger people here, given that it's an ageing disease? Is it important for younger people to understand what's going on?
Oh, very much so, yes. And I think this is where the medical profession can really be very helpful, in that if they detect, even at birth, that there is some hearing or vision loss or a combination of both, if they then refer them through to the correct channels, which are organisations like ours, it helps enormously both parents and the person with the disability. So,
Celestine, thank you very much indeed. We hope the week goes well for you.
Thank you so much.
And that you do create some awareness. Hope we've helped a little bit this morning too.
Indeed you have. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks for your time.